Good evening and welcome to the regular scheduled meeting of the Mayor and Council. Today is Monday, November 20th, 2023, and it's a little after 7 o'clock. May we have the Open Public Meetings Act read by our Borough Clerk, Courtney Agnello.
This meeting was called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Union County Hawk, Westfield, New Jersey, the Courier News, Bridgewater, New Jersey, the Star Ledger, Newark, New Jersey, Union County Local Source, Union, New Jersey, and the alternate press, tapinto.net. In addition, copies of the notice were posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building and filed in the office of the Borough Clerk. Notices on the bulletin board have remained continuously posted. Proper notice having been given, the Deputy Borough Clerk is directed to include the statement in the minutes of this meeting.
Thank you. For those that are here in the audience, if you'd please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and stand for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And as we head into our Thanksgiving holiday, may we keep those that are suffering in our thoughts. May we keep those who are not doing well in the Middle East, and we look for peace, and that we hope that that peace can be designed and it can be offered for all of those that are suffering. Thank you. Again, good evening and welcome to the regular scheduled meeting of the Mayor and Council. We'd like to have a roll call, please.
Council President Jeffrey Banks.
Here.
Gina Berry.
Here.
Anthony Carter.
Present.
Erin McElroy Barker.
Here.
Catherine Mitchell. Patricia Walsh.
Here.
Mayor Marr.
Present. Okay. We had one proclamation which we actually read at our Veterans Day ceremony, which was held last Saturday. It was a really nice ceremony where we had the veterans of our community come out together, and we gathered to give gratitude to all of the American veterans who had risked their lives to defend and preserve our country and our liberty, and it was our duty to recognize them and to thank them and their families for all the sacrifices that they have given to our country. So we always are thankful, and every time we see someone who served our country, we should take a moment and actually thank them. We will now have a motion to open up the meeting to the public. This will be the first of two opportunities for the public to speak. May I have a motion to open up the meeting to the public?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. If anyone wishes to come forward, while it says agenda items only, we would entertain anything else at this point. Seeing that there isn't anyone that wishes to come forward, may I have a motion to close this portion of the meeting to the public?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is approval of two of our last-minute meetings. One was October 16th, which was our regular council meeting, and the other one was an executive session. Council should have gotten the minutes of both of those in their packets. Pending any comments or questions, I'd like a motion to move both of those.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, moving on, we have two ordinances that we're going to call up for second reading and public hearings. The first under public safety, Councilwoman Walsh.
Thank you. I call up for second reading ordinance number 0-2023-15-S and request that the clerk, having produced affidavit of publication, read the ordinance by title.
An ordinance of the Borough of Fanwood, County of Union, and State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 156 of the Borough Code for fire prevention fees.
I move that a public hearing be held on this ordinance.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to call forward any members of the public that wish to come forward to make a comment on this ordinance amending the Borough Code with the changing to smoke detector inspection fees. Seeing no one wishes to come forward, may I have a motion to close the public hearing on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I move this ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage, and if adopted, be published by law.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Council President Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell? Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
All right. Next, calling up for second reading public hearing under Administration and Finance.
Thank you. I call up for second reading ordinance number O-2023-16-S and request that the clerk, having produced affidavit of publication, also read the ordinance by title.
Bond ordinance amending and restating bond ordinance number 2020-22 as amended and providing an appropriation of $10,700,000 for the construction of a library and museum with the library in and by the Borough of Fanwood in the County of Union, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $7,202,500 bonds or notes of the borough for financing part of the appropriation.
Thank you. I move that a public hearing be held on said ordinance.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wish to call forward any members of the public that wish to make a comment on or question on this second reading of the bond ordinance, where we are just amending it to include the museum? Seeing that there isn't any, may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. I move that this ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage, and if adopted, be published by law.
Second.
Second, may I have a roll call?
Council President Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Anthony?
Oh, affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell? Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Moving on, under Administration and Finance, we have a resolution authorizing payment of claims.
Okay, I move resolution 2023-11-205, authorizing payment of claims for November 2023.
May I have a second?
Second.
And may I have a roll call, please?
Council President Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell? Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Moving on now, under the consent agenda, we have resolutions that are 2023-11206 through 11216, and we will read the titles into the record. And if there's anyone that wishes to be pulled that would require further discussion, this would be the time to do that now. Seeing that there isn't any, I'd like to please move Resolution 2023-11206, which amends the contract for Colonia Productions, which handles our television station, amending the contract for the Borough Labor Attorney Russell Ugal, amending to contract for the Borough Tax Appeal Attorney. Hold on a second, I just want to pull this out for 1 second. Hold on, just bear with me. Okay. 209, amending the contract for the labor attorney, I'm sorry, 207 was the labor attorney, 208 was the Borough Tax Appeal Attorney, 209 was Russ Ugal, the Borough Attorney, 210 is requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriations for Greening Union County. This is accepting the money?
That's the grant that we're just putting into the budget.
Okay, thank you. 211, sorry. 211 is a resolution requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriation, and this is for the 2023 Kids Recreational Trust Fund.
Same thing, we received the money, but now we're putting it in the budget.
Okay, thank you. 212 is authorizing a transfer of funds as it is in the end of the year, and we are able to move from one account to another at this point of the year, making up shortfalls. So that's for 212.
And 213. 213 is for the retroactive pay for non-union employees. So we just broke them out, so that
Okay.
it'd be very clear.
Thank you. 214 is actually moving one of our plenary retail consumption liquor licenses, changing of owners. 215 is authorizing the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs American Rescue Plan firefighter grant application for the borough, which I think I signed off on today. And 216 is authorizing the borough to enter an agreement with JCT Solutions. This is for all of the hard wiring and all of the, what am I drawing a blank? We just had a meeting today.
The IT infrastructure.
The IT infrastructure. Yep, for the library. Okay, so may I have a second on that?
There's two more, 217 and 218, under public
Oh,
safety and
that's,
public works.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I saw the break.
Sorry.
Let's just go back. .217 is a collective bargaining step, okay, and then 218 is the award of a contract to a vendor for the purchase of a piece of public works equipment. What are we buying? A front-end loader? Okay,
Second.
okay. May I have a second? May I have a roll call, please?
Council President Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Janina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell? Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we have no old business, and we'll now move to our standing committee reports. I think I'll just jump in first here and say that if the community hasn't seen the information coming out of the Board of Education, they are starting to communicate out with a short survey, which they're calling Make Your Voices Heard. It's a short survey that is set to help guide the district towards a bond referendum, I believe, in September. And the survey is really asking the community what the community would like and what the community feels it would support if the borough had to go out and borrow money for construction projects. And I think one of the important things to keep in mind when we talk about this is that the projects that I think they're going to look to do would be eligible for up to 34% of state aid to cover those project costs. So I think that's an important piece not to get lost in the discussion as we get moving on. But there's a very short survey that's out there now, and they're going to do some focus groups. And I think it's incumbent upon everybody to pay attention. Okay, let me just come
They
back.
have started the focus groups.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I was on one of them.
Oh, how'd it go?
It was pretty.
Did they have a nice turnout?
They had the first one I think was more intimate.
Okay.
They had another one scheduled this week, I believe, tomorrow.
Okay. Oh,
So they
good.
have a few focus
I know they're on a
group
tight
happening.
schedule because they want to do this in September, and so working
Yes.
backwards, it takes like 6 months to get the actual paperwork reviewed by the state. So they're working with a bit of a fire in their bellies
Yeah.
to do that. Yeah, and I think one of the things they're talking about is space,
Space.
right? Because the student population has grown.
Space, possibly new building,
Purchasing,
purchasing a new building.
yeah, here in Fanwood.
In Fanwood, so that would be nice.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens.
There's a Children's First
Oh, yeah.
is for sale, which
Oh,
actually used
I
to
didn't know
be the Board of Education?
Board of Education.
So it's almost like life has come full circle to a certain degree. And so that is up for sale, I believe. And so they are looking at that as space. Okay. Sorry, here, let me just move on. Councilman Carter.
Okay, so there's been a tremendous amount of happenings down at the League of Municipalities and the election. So we'll have a meeting, and we'll give some updates soon.
Okay, well, first, congratulations to both of you here sitting on my left being reelected.
To you as well.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You set the record for Fanwood.
I think I have.
We're way behind that.
That space over there next to Lou Jung has been vacant for a long time.
Yes.
It's true.
Let's say we just put it up anyway.
With no end date.
That's it.
With no end
No end
date.
date.
That's it.
Question
No
mark.
end date.
That's really funny.
Courtney,
I
see
think-
what we can do about that.
Exactly, funny, not funny.
Let's get one.
This would be a dry erase.
Oh, I think you have to move the motion to accept the tax collector's report
Okay. I move to accept the tax collector's report
for 2023.
for November?
No, yes, for November.
No, you're October.
October?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Okay, may I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Sorry. Council President Jeffrey Banks?
Yes.
Gina Berry?
Yes.
Anthony Carter?
Affirm.
Erin McElroy Barker?
Yes.
Catherine Mitchell? Patricia Walsh?
Yes.
So we have here a tax sale outcome?
So anything that was sewer or taxes that were outstanding from 2022 were put up for tax sale, and every piece of property or sewer lien was purchased.
Is that
7 million?
recently? Okay, and then we have best practices inventory summary update?
So the best practice was filed, and that's a questionnaire required by the state to take an inventory of the, assess the municipality's compliance with various laws, and to evaluate their fiscal operations and general operations. And that best practice hinges on, well, once you take that test, we send it to the state, and there's 48 or 9 questions, and depending on how you answer, it hinges your financial aid. And you have to answer at least 29 correct, and we did, and we will get our full financial aid.
Okay, that's all.
I do have something to add,
Yes.
and it is administration and finance. So I would be remiss if I didn't mention that our illustrious gentleman sitting in the front row, who's looking all around, Mr. TK himself,
TK.
is going to be retiring from his position, and he served us through countless terms and years sitting on this side. I had the privilege when I first came on that he gave me some guidance and direction. Sometimes he told me to be quiet. And he's a tremendous author, so whatever you see with Tom Krantz on it, Senior, buy it, right? Whatever you see with his name on it, just go out and buy it, right? He served us well, he served everyone well, and we owe him a debt of gratitude.
Yay, Tom.
All of the pictures you see are his doing.
2 meetings.
December.
2 more
Yeah.
meetings.
2 more meetings.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on under public safety.
Thank you. So this is the October monthly summary. For October, the department handled 1,181 calls, about 38 per day. This included 130 traffic enforcement details, 290 building security checks. The officers conducted 81 park and walk details and responded to 64 medical calls, 31 fire, burglar alarms. During the month, 158 vehicles were stopped for traffic violations, resulting in a total of 165 summonses being issued. 118 were for moving violations and 47 were for parking violations. So the total motor vehicle stops were up from the previous month. Summonses were also up. Moving violations were also up, and parking was also up. The various officers attended training classes. 3 of them, one was about something with the FBI, EMT, and a certification. We had the members of the department meet with various borough officials for the Fanwood 5K. As we have said, it was really successful, and thank everyone who helped in that. Police and Pumpkins was held on October 28th. That was a great success. We had it in LeGrand Park, and we had pumpkins from Gray's Florist and Tom the Greengrocer, and refreshments from Black Drop Coffee, and it was a really nice event. It was a beautiful day. The kids had a lot of fun, and the parents got to speak with several police officers. On October 30th, officers gave tours of police cars at the Goddard School. Excuse me, the Fanwood Police are participating in the Blue Envelope Program, which is aiding drivers with autism and officers during stops. Last Thursday, on November 16th, the Scotch Plains Fanwood High School chapter of Students Against Destructive Decisions, SAD, teamed with local responders to stimulate a fatal car crash. And the police from Fanwood and Scotch Plains, EMTs, paramedics, firefighters participated in that simulation. Sergeant Dan Picola was recently certified as a child safety seat installer. So any resident that needs a car seat installed or check to see if a current seat is installed properly, please contact Sergeant Picola at the police department. Let's see what else. The Fanwood Police Department is rebranding its uniform to include a dark blue polo shirt, which will be more comfortable to wear. And let's see. Oh, for non-emergency police business, this is something that several residents asked to be clarified. So for non-emergency police business, the 908-322-5000 number can be called. It might be answered depending on the day and the time, but option 0 will always connect people 24 hours a day to a live police dispatcher. So there was a little bit of confusion regarding when to call 911 versus this number if it wasn't a true emergency. So 911, obviously, true emergency. If you don't feel it is, you can call the 322-5000 number and choose option 0 to get a live police dispatcher. Today, Officer Kyle Rakovic was at Forest Road Park to participate in the hip-hop battle between Fanwood and Scotch Plains. Don't know who won yet.
Then they play pickleball.
And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Public Works, while
Oh, wait, we forgot, wait, we have to do fire and rescue squad.
Okay.
Well, I do, do you?
I do.
Go.
So I'm gonna go. You're not ready. The Fanwood Fire Department responded to 40 calls during the month of October. It included 7 mutual aid calls, 1 auto lock, 1 smoke condition, 3 residential fire alarm, 3 motor vehicle accidents, water condition, citizen aid, training exercise, assistant EMS, gas odor, elevator, emergency commercial fire alarm, special details, down wires. On October 5th, members attended the Union County Fire Academy for live burn training. 22 members were in attendance. And on the 31st, the fire department attended the Halloween parade to supply lights, safety, and support to residents. There were no injuries during the month of October.
Okay, and then rescue, this is from Captain Lewis. So, you're right, I was totally not prepared, even though it's right in front of me. A Fanwood Rescue Squad was called to service for a total of 41 calls in the month of October, with a 63% call answer and a 37% insufficient crew call, which is down. It is down. They participated in 5 mutual aid calls with Scotch Plains and 1 with Plainfield. They have worked really hard to train new rescue squad members, and I think are doing a pretty good job of recruiting as many as possible. Obviously, many of them are young people who may not be around forever because they may be going away to college. So they are always looking for new members. So please reach out to the rescue squad if you're interested in getting trained and joining. There is training, obviously. Most of the all of the calls that actually had to go to a hospital did go to Overlook. And other than that, they did participate in everything: Fanwood Day, Fun Run, Health Fair, all the football games, both the high school and all the PAL games, Autism Awareness Day. But they do need to continue to staff up to improve their weekend coverage. And as a reminder, the Fanwood Rescue Squad covers evenings and weekends. They transferred daytime call to the county a handful of years ago because as a volunteer rescue squad, they just could not staff it. And as we learned recently from the president of the rescue squad, we're becoming more and more of a rare item as far as being a volunteer rescue squad. So we do want to support them in any way we can and keep new recruits coming and getting trained and participating as often as they're able. So, and we thank everyone who does that already. And that's all I had for the rescue squad.
Okay, thank you. Moving on into Public
We have
Works.
fire. Right?
She did
Oh, I'm
fire.
sorry. You did it already. Sorry.
Just don't want me to move off for
this
you
side of the
guys, do you?
I know. We're done.
While Councilwoman Kathy Mitchell is, she's actually at the Ministerium, which is the consortium of all of our faith-based groups, are doing their Thanksgiving Mass service this evening, and she's representing us at that. We do have our Public Works Director here, Clint Dixon. I guess it was about a year and a half ago, we allowed the dogs in the park, right? That infamous moment. And we said that we wanted to kind of just take about a year into it, take a look what was going on, kind of see what's happening, if there's anything that we should be aware of. We were going back and forth with maybe putting receptacles in and not in, and so we thought if you wanted to come to the podium, it would be great. And I think since you're really on the ground during the day for us and you guys are in and out of the parks, just to kind of comment on the ordinance and what you're seeing.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening.
Members of the council.
Good evening.
I have seen, my staff and I have literally noticed no difference in the condition of our parks, our infrastructure within the parks. We haven't witnessed anything gone awry with the new ordinance. It's worked out very well. The only difference we do see is that now when we enter the park and we see somebody with a dog, they're giving us a heartful wave other than just hurrying up to get out of the park.
You don't see them.
Running behind the bush.
Yeah, but no, we haven't witnessed anything different with residents and users cleaning up after their pets. Everything is status quo, and I'm pleased to announce it. I think the program's working out well.
That's good. Now I can go buy a dog.
Erin has one.
Yeah,
I want to amend the
No, I
ordinance,
think that's
Yeah.
good, yeah, because we said that we wanted to, see how it would work and all of the sort of the checks and balances, because we felt sometimes a little bit was restrictive at the time, but,
It's very restrictive still. But anyway,
Right, and we
Okay.
haven't
For a different
witnessed
conversation.
dogs being, or pets rather, being in the wrong areas of park. I know some of the sections of the ordinance are specific where dogs can go, where they can't go. We haven't witnessed any of that activity going on, so it's worked out really
that's
well.
good. So while we have you here, talk to us about what's happening in the fall, heading into the winter.
Well, as everybody knows, we're hot and heavy into our leaf program within the borough. Pleased to announce we are a little bit more than halfway done with the program already. Not that I want to push through the year any quicker than it's already going, but it's good because it's a grueling program. We've actually completed anywhere between, every resident in Fanwood has received up to 3 and 4 pickups.
Amazing.
So we have had,
amazing.
we were able this year to secure some seasonal help, which is a tremendous
Oh,
help
that's
to
good.
us.
Oh, that's good.
So the seasonal help came on, which really helps us out tremendously. But we're moving right along. We hope to be finished mid-December with the program. We understand that some of the leaves do fall later, and we'll make arrangements to.
yeah, Clint, so you haven't, I've been asked, is there a hard end date for this year.
Because there's still a lot of leaves.
Yeah,
There's still a ton falling.
forgive
but
me, I don't know the
people
date
ask
off the
me.
top of my head. I know it's the second week in December.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds.
So it's still like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
December 11th is the day you can stop putting leaves in the street, but, we'll be continuing on from that date, because that's the last day people can put them in the street. So,
Well, I would like to speak to relaxing some of the restrictions, but if we could get back to the dogs just for a minute, and not on relaxing the restrictions, but since it has gone so swimmingly, I do think that we should consider the one dog a person limit excessively restrictive. Having said that, I do want to ask you about receptacles, because we've talked a lot about it. I was a huge, let's get them in the park. I know that other communities have them in the parks, both the, the bag dispensers and the receptacles to encourage people to pick up after their pets. I'm guessing it sounds like you don't have any more poop in the park than we see on the sidewalks. But it is a nice convenience, so I think we want to put this to bed. And I'm being serious. I was taking pictures of receptacles and asking for
And I
them,
think we
so.
had some concerns though, right? I thought we had some concerns with the.
So, I just wanted you to speak to it for a
Putting the receptacles in
minute.
and just being, especially in the warmer weather, I did hear, because people seem to be taking it out.
most people are taking them out, or they're using our current receptacles that are in the parks. One thing that I see that may be an issue is if we have a single unit for dog waste during the summer months when Public Works isn't in on Saturdays and Sundays, and, they tend to be a little smelly because they sit out in the hot sun, and in the hot dog days of summer, no pun intended, they tend to be a little
Right.
stinky. So I think that's one of the concerns. The other, we'd like to see people take it with them, but when they put it in a regular trash receptacle, there's other trash in there, so it sort of masks the smell of that dog waste, so. And we haven't really seen a problem. We haven't seen a problem with bags being left out at all.
So it doesn't
Listen,
sound
like
like
anywhere else, occasionally you will have dog waste in the park.
I like
It's
them,
been
but
like
I'm
that
okay.
for years, but it's not a big problem, and people
So
aren't being
it-
really good. I'd like to thank the residents for, keeping an eye on that and making sure they clean up after their pets.
Okay, so does anybody
Doesn't
want to
sound like
pursue
we
that?
need them.
No.
Okay.
I would be okay with it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine the way.
One other thing, Mayor, if I may just add to the leaf program, I just want to let residents know that if their leaf piles are not picked up, I ask them to please check their piles for foreign debris such as branches and brush, potted plants that people put in. The facility that we dispose our leaves at will not accept the leaves if they have brush in it. They're very stringent. They check every load that comes into that
Really?
facility.
Where should we put our mums?
So, the mums can go out in the brush in the January, Councilman.
I think they can also just go in the garbage, or you can chop them up.
Can they go in the recycling bin?
No,
No.
not
You
recycling.
could plant them.
They're not
They'll come
bottles or
back.
cans.
Yeah, they will come back. So we do
Sometimes.
have our
Depends on
brush.
what-
Outline.
It depends on what kind they are. Some come back, some don't.
Mine never.
All right, so the.
So I just want to remind residents that to check their leaf piles. Another thing that prohibits us from picking up leaves is cars parked too close to the piles. It's unfortunately, we can't get to it, but, just tell residents to call my office if they have any questions. And we can.
I do want to say, I've witnessed your employees out there, just, working really hard, doing what they need to do. I must say, they do carry on with professionalism and a big smile on their face.
I appreciate that.
So
Thank you.
I just want to let you know what I've seen.
Thank you.
They're a great bunch.
Anything else?
They have a great boss.
Thanks, Clint.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Clint. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
You too. Thank you, you too.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, moving on, under Land Use and Historic Preservation, Council President.
I
Okay.
got two things to report about the library. Well, besides, the roof went on the library, which looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does.
The library unanimously voted in the last meeting they want to partake in the Safe Place initiative. Here in town, if anybody was in trouble or they needed a neutral place.
Oh, through the police department?
From the police department, yep, and they're taking part in that. So it was a good thing. Also, the next meeting, I'll be bringing up a resolution that also, it designates the Fair Memorial Library as a book sanctuary. So we'll discuss that at our next meeting.
Where we can dump all our unwanted books?
Okay.
No, I don't think
I don't
that's the
think that- I
type
don't
of
think that
book
is-
That's not what that means? Darn it!
And your birds.
Like little orphans?
I mean, I
just put
have
them
a
by
lot
the
of books
door?
I've read that I just want to.
Books
So
and
if you
birds.
have if did the library themselves take action on this?
Yeah, this is something,
Okay.
we already have a written resolution.
Okay, great. So if you could give that to Jesse so that we could get a copy of it for our agenda meeting?
Russ put it together, and
So we'll
I
put
want
that on our
to give
agenda.
another read or two through. and,
Yeah, do we have the library's resolution?
Yeah, this is from them.
I created one for them.
Oh, you
Yeah, yeah.
did? Oh, okay. Did they pass it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then you want us to, you want the governing body to do something similar?
Yeah, we're going to, we'll pass the resolution and then have them, the library board here on the second reading, and,
Oh, sure. Okay, so we'll just put it on for the agenda in December.
You want me to circulate? Circulate.
Yeah, you can give it with our things. Okay, awesome. Yeah, the library actually is on schedule and doing really well. So it's really, the walls are up. It's good. So if anybody wants a little,
I'd
To
love
take it-
to, because I missed the last one.
yeah, okay, we can do that, Jesse. We could talk to Kyle about getting them in. Moving on, Councilwoman Erin McElroy Barker for Recreation.
Yeah. So I did not make it to the Halloween costume contest this year, but I'm hoping it went off very well.
Big success?
Fabulous.
Big success.
Certainly, if Helen Street was any
Colleen, we're
indication of the
working on our
crowd, I'm
costumes for
assuming
the-
you guys had a crazy crowd.
it was a great time.
It was a great
It
crowd.
was fun.
And we
Okay.
ushered in the parade again.
Yes, you did, yes.
All right.
Beautiful thing.
So the
Councilwoman.
Rec Commission works very hard to
Very.
plan all these events, so I definitely want to thank them from planning every detail of the evening. So we're very grateful, and I'm grateful to the members of council and the mayor who volunteered to judge this year. I hope you guys were kind.
Everyone was a winner.
And of course, that seems to be, why wasn't that the case when mine were little, but that's okay. October 27th was the 5K debrief, which I just want to mention because I actually thought it was great, that it seems that the community has sort of taken on the 5K and really taken ownership of it. We had Public Works, we had the police, we had people from the borough there, and everybody was very excited that this is our town's event and starting to take ownership of it, which is going to make it a lot easier to sustain a run that attracted 595 people this year, which is, I think, nearly the largest we've ever had for the fun run and the 5K. And so, we are planning to have a couple more meetings as we get closer to the run next year earlier, so that that group of people who are really responsible for all the big pieces of the run can kind of get together and make sure we're all on the same page, and just iron out any quirks that we saw from this year into the next year and forward. But I'm excited that every piece of every department is sort of taking hold of this and going with it. And of course, Westfield, by the way, just decided that they're bringing back their pizza run, which I think is very interesting. Anyway,
But theirs, we
And
can
the
still
health
do
fair,
ours. Theirs
too?
is in the summer.
theirs is not in October. What's that?
Did they speak about the healthcare?
Briefly, and just that we need to bring the health fair representation into that meeting as well. So there's
Yeah.
clear communication between, all these different groups
Yeah.
and the health fair about what their plan is for that day and what their needs are, et cetera. So yes.
Perfect.
And then just want to make sure that everybody knows that the holiday celebration is December 3rd. It starts at 2:30 this year, not at 3, because it gets dark and cold, and Santa has to go home, and he really needs to leave by 5, so we have to start at 2:30. There's always treats, there's always little things for the kids. We have a petting zoo this year, which is super exciting. I guess that last year was the first year for that as well.
That was cute.
That was a huge hit. So instead of all the arts and crafts that used to make me crazy, we're going to bring back the petting zoo. So that's exciting. This is a rain or shine event. It doesn't really have a rain date. So it is December 3rd, 2:30 to 5. And it is critically important that any parents who want their child to sit on Santa's lap and take a picture with Santa pre-register on fanwoodrecreation.org. So please, 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 please pre-register. The lines get super long. Santa has to leave, and they have to give priority to the kids whose parents pre-registered. So we hope we will see you there. A bunch of us will obviously be there. We will light the tree at the end, and it'll be fun.
Thank you.
All right, that's it.
Thank you. And finally, Councilwoman Berry?
The Health Department had a meeting in October. Unfortunately, I missed that meeting. However, just wanted to say that Dr. John Hannon resigned from his position as the vice chair of the Health Department, so they will have to appoint a new vice chair. And then our next meeting is December the 7th, so I'll have more to report then.
Great, thank you. Liz, Jeffrey, our Economic Development Liaison is here.
Oh, Liz is going to have a good day today.
Oh, she has signs.
Oh.
V01 is saying.
Hi, everyone. How are you? Congratulations also.
Thank you.
Councilman
Thank you.
Banks, Councilman Carter, and of course the mayor.
Yeah.
I don't have too much to report. Most of our stuff is under construction, as you know, with varying dates coming forward. 40 South will be the first one to get COs, which they have not pulled any final inspections yet, so to my knowledge, so I'll give those updates when I can, but they are, they will be imminently doing that, I'm sure, because the units are, really coming to completion. 34, the old Fanwood Grill site on Martine is in construction interior. They have their permits. They have not called for final yet. I don't know the status of tenancy. When I spoke with the owner, he indicated that he had a couple of interested entities. So that was good, yeah. And some of them local. I know that I was advocating that the folks that own the Mediterranean restaurant contact him. I know the new owners of the Fanwood Bagel are, really need a lot of dine-in space for the type and quality of food they're providing. So I do think there is plus outside interest. So I do think he has folks interested, which would be nice to see that space active again.
Yeah, I think the Fanwood Pharmacy is
Fanwood Pharmacy is
almost
moving
finishing
forward
up.
to, I don't know when their plans are to move in.
probably not
I'll try
the
to have
beginning
that
of
by
the year, but
they're, they're underway as well.
that's great.
I heard percolating things about the Fanwood Larder space being taken, so I don't have a definite on that, but,
And the
there's
side on the other side, too.
a lot of
Dukes.
interest,
Yeah, Duke's, both sides.
both sides.
I mean, the two spaces, Duke's Den and the Fanwood Larder space.
Yeah, so, and Soho is pouring, you've seen they finished their concrete level at the top of the parking grade, which is their retail level, and then the next thing they pour will be the actual level that will hold the residential. So it's like a transition layer that they install then. Most of the rush has been to get all the concrete poured and cured. They have to wait periods of time for concrete to cure before they can construct on top. So all the concrete work will be done before the end of the year, which is good, which will be cured, should be cured before the end of the year, which is good because they'll start going vertical with the wood framing and stuff. The hard part is done. It takes a super long time. It's mostly steel and concrete that's gone in. However, I do think the utilities went in the Hallmark.
Yeah,
You might have
they
noticed
ripped
it's
that up. Yeah.
resurfaced and restriped. So I think the utility connections have been put in under there and are looking good. Jessica's Cafe was issued their permits for the build-out of the space, so I think
Yeah,
that,
pulled
or
the building
today, or
permits.
hopefully they picked them up today, they were ready Friday, so that's exciting. He's looking at probably toward the end of February. I know he'd love to be done yesterday. And again, I want to clarify that they are maintaining their presence. It won't be Jessica's Cafe in their current location, Plainfield. It's going to be some kind of other,
I've heard Mexican
Portuguese
food.
restaurant.
I
We've
don't know
heard
exactly
every
what it is, and I
different-
don't like
every
to speak
different
about things
thing.
unless I know for sure.
I asked.
But, so I don't know exactly what that space will be. It will be some kind of food in the space they're in now, but the new space in Fanwood will be at the Jessica's Cafe. So that, I know there was some conversation on social media, and, the rumors just fly
Lots
around.
and lots
so,
and lots.
And other than that, we
Liz, what about
have Shop Small
Fabio's?
Saturday. I'm
What
sorry.
about Fabio's?
Fabio's.
Fabio's, oh yeah.
Their announcement.
On the press today, Fabio's is the new owners of the Sheelan's Bistro site.
what they gonna do
Former
with it?
Sheelan's Bistro site, which is super exciting, and
We
we all
transferred the
know that
liquor
anything.
license today.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
And I know one of the primary drivers was that they wanted to be owners. I mean, how invested can you be in Fanwood? They're as invested as you could possibly be. They're just wonderful assets to our community, but they wanted to own, which they don't currently. So I think this is just another, just another investment and movement to have a presence that's permanent and all theirs in Fanwood, which is always a good sign.
Yep.
So I think that was one of their main motivations, and this will allow them to do expansion and, get an improved business model and area for the restaurant. So I think everybody's pretty super excited about
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
At least I am, for sure.
We are.
So, Shop Small Saturday is coming, so we're going to do a social. So this year, American Express is kind of like changing what they're doing with their
Yeah, they
program.
stink.
I'm sorry?
No, I said they stink, because they didn't give us.
Oh, yeah. So they don't,
They don't do
it's
the
super
big shop
challenging to, most of it's promotional material that businesses can sign up on. Not a lot of our businesses accept American Express, so it's become a little tricky. We used to get a lot of merchandise to give out and all those things. It's dwindled down. We've managed to secure a certain amount of bags last year and the year before. Really what we had to do was partner with the chamber, because they didn't really give us enough for our own, sort of welcome table and things to happen downtown. So this year, again, they really have promotional virtual material, not much for champion communities like we like to do. But we've reached out to them to, we have in the mayor's newsletter their typical logo about promoting Shop Small. Last week was in the
I can't
mayor's
see, what does the
newsletter.
sign say? What does
Hold
the
it up,
sign
Liz.
say? I can't see.
So wait, so this year, Union County, get there. So this year, Union County has stepped up, which I really have to give props to the county. They have stepped up and they have initiated their own Shop Small Saturday
Oh,
initiative.
that's good.
Yes, by the county. So we signed up, of course. And they have these bags. We have 50 of them. They don't have a ton, but they do have bags this year. And they have this fancy little cutout sign that
There you go.
says, UC loves small business. And of course, then if I marry it in all of my social media posts with For the Love of Fanwood, we get a combination. Next year, they said you could use your town colors maybe, or something to make it a little bit more your own. Basically, they do want it to say Union County loves small business. So I will be seeking out some time with probably each one of you to get a little picture or, something that we can start to really just promote shopping locally. We have our sign down at the train station. We'll be down shopping. We don't have like a raffle this year with the chamber, so, and there's really not a lot of
Not this year. We'll
things to
improve
put in
next
a
year.
goodie bag for folks. So basically, we're going to run a social media promotion campaign this year. We're not going to be down there with a physical presence as a welcome table. The mayor will be there with her big bag, and I will be there.
I forgot my big bag.
Tonight, you forgot it, but you will not forget it on the weekend. So everybody, please come down on Saturday. We need our residents and our community to come out and support our small businesses. Any food, obviously our Hallmark and Enchantments and the jeweler, anything that you can think of buying, or gift certificates at the nail and personal service salons. But we are going to be taking some pictures. Tom has kindly agreed to, really help us with Instagram, Facebook, on our website. He has created a much more attractive, which I don't have the ability to show today. Tom created today in one day a beautiful promotional piece with our seal that says, Fanwood small business, support local. And so we're hoping that that will definitely be used in our promotion on Facebook and everything. But the county is making some lawn signs for us too. So I don't know.
Are you able to use that?
Hopefully they'll be able to use that. I asked them to at least try to use green and white or green and yellow, as those are typically our Fanwood colors. So, it's a little late trying to get a little
Yeah, it's
pieces
yeah.
in, but it's really great the county stepped up Next year, I'm sure we'll do even better.
Yeah, we'll know better next year.
And I just think we just have to, if everyone can share, you see a post on Fanwood page, or you have your own Instagram, whatever you have, if you could share our posts and really razz the community up to coming down to the businesses, that would be great. And I will be at the door with Tom, the end of the council meeting. Take pictures of all of you, make a small video clip to promote our local businesses.
Speak to my agent.
Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Antonius,
Good evening.
talk to us, what's going on?
So some good news. We got a couple nice grants this past month. We received a $40,000 grant from Union County.
Did we get that letter?
I didn't get the letter yet, but I'll get it. I just thought about it, so I'm going to email the county tomorrow and request it.
Supposedly it was the $40,000 for the,
For the museum
for the store?
furnishing.
yeah, they said,
That letter.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, he said, that's why I'm like,
So there's that. Then we received a $350,000 grant from DOT for local aid, and that's for Gray Bar, Terrace, Linda Place, and Watson Road, the block from Martine to Russell, which is pretty bad shape where the borough parking lot is. And then we're going to file for some more money. Every year they've been giving us transportation trust fund money, so we'll be applying for that as well. We also have a couple other grants that we've spoken in the past. We have a $294,000 grant that's out, and the plans are in design for Pandick, Second, and Robin Road. And then another $532,000 for Oak Court and Willoughby Road.
Have they found that leak problem yet?
No, I've spoken to American Water.
is this another
Half.
one?
No, it's probably the same one.
It's back?
It's still there. It's still there.
The road.
Again?
They've dug up the road a couple times.
On yours?
Yeah, they keep on, they're out, it's not like they're not trying, but they're not finding
Not
it.
finding it.
Do you
At
do you
this
find
point-
that a little unusual? I
For
mean, this
me,
has
at
been
this
going on
point,
for a
I would
really
just
long
say
time.
replace the whole thing. Just get it done. But
It's been going on a really long
probably
time.
a couple of
Right in
years,
front
yeah.
of that woman's house. It's,
All right, so yeah, I don't know, who's our American Water rep now that what's his name
I don't
is
remember
gone?
his name, but
Oh, come on,
I'll reach out to them again.
come on.
Water's coming off
Yeah,
again.
like, to put Jesse and I
Okay,
on it too.
okay.
That's kind of way too long, way too long.
So the Carriage House roof
Oh, yeah, what's
project,
going on with that?
the floors are complete. They were finished. We're still waiting on the roof shingles, which I'm expecting early December.
Oh, they're not here yet?
They're not here yet. They're coming from Canada. There was
Oh, I thought they were here.
no. And once they get here, they have to rest for 14 days to acclimate to our weather. So we're expecting a January installation, as long as it's not snowing. So,
Is that the only thing that remains to be done?
yes,
Everything else is,
pretty much. Yeah, some punch list items that need to be addressed, but for the most part, they're done.
okay, good.
The Green Acres grants, we have a couple projects that we're looking to close out. We finally got, we had some trouble filing the Rossi form, which is the open space inventory. So I just got news that it was completed today. So that'll get us closer to receiving our money. Library, as Councilman Banks said, we're about 55% done by billings. For the Forest Road Park building upgrades, that's the Union County grant to make a
Shelter?
shelter. The plans are in design. I was told the plans would be ready by the end of November, so by next week, I expect those plans to be ready for a January bid, and
So at the December council meeting, could you just bring in whatever just go back over the.
The scope?
again? Yeah, it's been,
Yep.
the whole thing, so I understand what we're doing.
okay, no problem. And the same thing with the police lobby. I just got those plans last week. we're finishing up the specs now and expect to go out to bid next week for a January award.
And this is just for the transaction window, not for the entire,
So
Job,
there's
right?
two different, the architect prepared it two different ways. Just so that, because it's tough to estimate the type of project. The one project is for the lobby and the little office between the lobby and the director's office. The other project would be for the transaction window as well.
So both of them are in the going out to get a number?
Yeah, it's one bid with two options. So the contractor would give us two different numbers for one bid.
Okay.
That's really it.
And Tony, so is there anything happening with the lighting behind the stores?
Oh, so yes, I actually met with a contractor today. We were troubleshooting the lighting. We think we found the issue. It looked like there was, one of the lines was overtaxed. I'll say it was running like 38 amps
The lighting behind the
on one line,
stores.
which is probably more than double where you want to be. So we're going to need to run a line to separate some of those lights off the system.
That's a different problem. Breaker should have tripped.
Yeah, well, that's what was happening. The breakers were just tripping and everything was going out.
Can't handle the load.
Right.
So that was the real issue when we
That's
didn't know
what
what
it
the
sounds
issue
like.
was.
Talking to Clint, he thinks it's something different.
No, there's a short somewhere, I don't mean to interrupt, there's a short somewhere in the line. Those breakers were moved together as part of the whole process.
Right.
To determine where the problem is.
Process of elimination.
Okay, so we're still,
We're gonna be on site tomorrow, and Curtis, myself, and John.
okay. Okay.
Can you just remind us what we said we were gonna do with that? Did we say we were gonna run new
Originally,
ducts or
I had said to run all new conduit.
conduits?
I don't think, looking at it now, I think that's a lot of extra money to spend. If we could pinpoint where the actual problem is, it would be cheaper, a lot cheaper to do it that way.
So that's what we're doing right now, is trying to
Yes.
understand why those lights
Where the problem is.
Are tripping and,
are off.
right.
So they're still not working right now?
It's still-
no.
There's temporary lights, there's lights out there now.
You gotta get this done.
The gentleman at the DPW ran temporary lights, they're wired. We also have some extra solar lights that are out there. So there's light out there, but we just want to get it back to the way it was.
Yeah.
So do we have an idea when you're gonna be able to, if you're gonna be able to identify where that, problem is? Because this has been going on for,
I understand. So it's,
Well, the bigger question is, how confident do you feel you'll find the problem?
well, that's the problem with this type
well, I
of,
thought that, right.
looking at what is out there, the plans that we have is not what was constructed. So there was a set of plans, the builder didn't build them the right way, and now we're kind of like backtracking and trying to figure out what's going on where.
And that's who you're using, an electrician?
We're using a different electrician.
Okay. Then you feel confident?
So far, I mean, they've said the right things, but, we'll I gotta talk to Clint tomorrow, with John, and, we'll figure out.
Okay. Okay. Jesse?
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to touch on the resolution that was adopted earlier this evening to move forward with the grant application for the American Rescue Plan Firefighter Grant. That is for $75,000 for a new turnout gear for the fire department, so I'm hoping that comes back positively. Today was the first day that permits can be purchased through the police department for commuter permits. The price is for $350 for residents and $650 for non-residents, so the rates are remaining flat for this year. and people can purchase those online and pick them up later in the police department. And when I was down at the League in a session about Green Acres funding from the DEP, they also touched on a new set of funding related to Jake's Law, which is funding inclusive playgrounds. So basically playgrounds for children with any capacity. And the program is not competitive. They're really looking to get rid of the money, and as soon as they can, they will get rid of it. So it's on a rolling basis. So if anyone has any thoughts on potential locations for those playgrounds, I'm going to touch base with Recreation Director Bob Budiansky, but if anyone has any thoughts, please feel free to bring them to my attention. And
Forest Road Park.
I mean, yeah, the only thought is, as you know, that there's a multi-stage renovation project that's been going on for years in Forest Road, and part of that is the playground equipment there. And that would certainly help with the funding for that. And, you know, we have inclusive playground equipment, at least one piece at La Grande, but we don't have any at Forest
Yeah.
Road.
So I would say, just talk to him, and if he wants to buy another piece for La Grande or buy two for Forest, knock yourselves out.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Tennis courts.
And that's all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
Those tennis courts.
Okay, great.
I mean, at the Forest Road.
At this point, I'd like to open the meeting to the public. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to call forward any members of the public that are here. Please just identify yourself, name and address for the record.
Michael Lewis, 41 Beach Avenue in Fanwood. I heard you talking about the inclusive park. You have an underutilized resource behind the parking lot over off of Watson Road, the Pocket Park. It's a lovely place. I had never even noticed until I actually started parking there.
Yeah.
And if you're going to put an inclusive set of equipment, that's an excellent place to do it. I see that you have exercise equipment there now, and you have the parking right there.
Thank you,
It would make
Mark.
a certain amount of sense. See, put it there.
Thank you, Michael.
There you go.
Thank
Good idea, Mike.
Take it back to the record. Is anybody else that wishes to come forward at this time? Seeing that there isn't any, may I have a motion to close this evening's,
Wait, I have a hot off the press. Hot off the press. Fanwood Police Department won the hip hop contest.
Is there video of this contest?
Just got it.
Reminder
is
that
there-
Scotch Point's won last year, so that's
Congratulations.
thank
Russ,
you.
is there anything on Facebook?
No, there were no questions.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do we need an executive session? All right, seeing that we don't need an executive session. We don't need an executive session.
I don't know.
Before we adjourn, is there any final comments? I'll go down. Councilwoman, any final comments?
Sure. I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Have a great day.
Councilwoman?
Happy Thanksgiving, all.
Yeah, you caught me off guard. Happy Thanksgiving. I will be at Shop Small Saturday with Liz and Colleen, so come on and join us.
Everybody stay safe and have a happy holiday.
Councilman?
Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Thank you. All right, so we will see, nice Thanksgiving, see everybody downtown on Shop Small Saturday. And with that, I'd like a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Aye. Good night.
Jesse.